Straight on to something that I think is going to be quite exciting. My pronunciation is more exciting. Nogroto. And she's going to present TopidaLaboratorio, with the Italian fingers, of course. Performing a science communication through theatre.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. My name is TopidaLaboratorio, and I'm a physicist and a climate scientist. And I'm here today to present this project, TopidaLaboratorio. So I will first translate this term. So what does it mean? It's an Italian term for, literally it means laboratory rats, mice to France. And it's a group of research actors whose main goal is to promote science to the general public. This is also the name of the first show we performed and produced 2 years ago when the group was born. So what do we do? So what's the aim of this project? So I've done here a summary of our rule book. So first, shows for us are not dressed up lessons, so we don't go on stage as teachers. Second, we are really allergic to biographies, as we think that science has to be the main character. Then, we try to refuse to release scientific information, as the public needs to be able to transform notions into knowledge. Then, we try to avoid to deliver the message that science is easy. I don't know yours, but my PhD was not a picnic. So we try to keep the language of science and still allow for thrill and fun. How? Including in our shows a comic element, as it's proved that having fun the public is touched and reached more effectively. Last but not least, we don't disseminate only physics. There is a wide range of universes of science to be shared, so yeah, we're spoiled for short. But who are these people? Who are these TopidaLaboratorio? We are really lucky today because we have a specimen of the group, besides myself, of course, but I'm a specimen. So Daniele Tenze. So as I said, he's a specimen of the TopidaLaboratorio, and we actually are all ex-Lab competitor as researchers and actors. So we are all scientists. And we are able to perform with a wide range of communication tools, like dance, mime, yeah, comedy, music, theater, videos, and so on. Yeah, then a wide range of stages too. Theater, okay, cabaret, schools, past TV conferences, yeah. And also a wide range of backgrounds. Okay, so we are researchers, PhD students, undergrads, communicators, actors. So we are actually only 8, we are not 500. Then we can cover multiple interdisciplinary backgrounds from physics, astrophysics, chemistry, neuroscience, cosmology, physics, biology, and geology. And so what do we do? As I said, the first show we produced was called TopidaLaboratorio, and the show we produced last year is called Pigeons, Popcorn, and Big Bands, and during which we perform a time travel backwards to the Big Bang, following a spectral evolution to the cosmic background radiation. And we also are involved in cabaret shows and science festivals. And today we will show you some results about the project we did with the schools, with high schools. It's called the Mare di Scienza, which means Sea of Science. And this is a European project organized by the organization European Dialogues, as mice can actually also speak, right? Right?
Yes, we can. Should I speak about it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes, this project was powered by this association, which is called European Dialogue, and the title is Mare di Scienza, which means a sea of science. And this project is within a particular framework of two events that we took part the next year. Which one? One is ESOF, Trieste ESOF 2020, and Rijeka 2020 Port of Diversity, which means that in the same year Trieste will be the capital of science, and Rijeka, which is a city in Croatia, which is far 80 kilometers from Trieste, will be the capital of culture. Within this big framework, let's say, this project took part, and it aims to present the sea and science as opportunity for developing the regional territory and presenting science as an opportunity for overcoming borders and to build intercultural dialogues. Yes, this project had 4 main chapters, which was the first, Sea and Art, the second one, Sea and New Technology, the third, Science and New Technology, and the fourth, Rita, please. Oh, wait. That's better background, this one. Okay, and the third one was Science and Art, and we were called as mentor for this last subchapter. So what we did, simply we make the kids performing science topics. So we gave to the kids and to each class a topic of water, and we asked the kids what was the subtopic related to the water that could be interesting for them and on which they were curious. So we found many subtopics, like, for example, diets, homeopathy, habitability of planets, tsunami, floods, karst, microwaves, and many others. And then the kids start to work together in groups, and they had to make a small research on this subtopic, and then find a strategy to perform it. So some groups use dialogues, some use monologue, some make a musical, 2 guys make a trap song about water, comic dialogues, shadow theater, contemporary dance. So everyone choose a different performing strategies. Yes, this what you see before. It's the last project that we call the Dance of the Water, where every kids were performing water molecule. And this is totally in accordance with Thai, when they say that anthropomorphizing, and title is an easy word, unfamiliar concepts help students become more comfortable with the subject matter. And that's what that was really a shock for us, because we understood that when the kids had to learn something, they don't have just to repeat it after, but they had to make a step more, which means try to make a concept, a physical law or whatever, in a performance, in a scene, and these steps was really was kind of fixing the knowledge about the topic. Yes. 84.1? No, never. 9. Rita.
It's part story.
They don't know it's part.
So, as I said, so this is the first project during which we try to evaluate our method. And so this is the result of a survey we carried on with the students. And it's a small sample of answers, but we still can see that almost most of them didn't ever participate personally in scientific competition.
Never.
Yeah. So, and most of them believe that their ability to explain a scientific topic has improved.
Oh yes, oh yes.
A lot also.
A lot.
However, as this was a very short project, because we just did an activity of 4 hours with them, we still have some troubles here, because we can see that the 34% thinks that astrology is a science, and also gastronomy is a science. So, yeah, 4 hours is definitely not enough. But we are really happy to see that most of them think that science can be creative, fascinating, and poetic. Last but not least, they think that science makes it's a very important contribution to society. So, conclusions. I left this empty. As I said, this is a very young project. And this is the first survey we carried on. And we are here today to get feedbacks from you and to learn something new or to improve more and more. And I would like to leave you with this last slide. Sorry. It's not working.
No problem. Okay, let me fix it.
Should actually almost let you guys have a bow, I think, after that. I'm sure there's lots of questions. Questions from the front here.
What were the age groups of the children you're working with, and are there any age groups that you feel are particularly would, I don't know, benefit or participate more or something like that?
Well, we work with high school, so from 15 to 17 years old, and well, I think that it can be used for different levels of high school or school in general. But personally, I work really better with high school students. So, but we can approach this and use it also for small kids.
And the shows we performed have an audience of all the ages, from children to adults.
Yes?
Did you engage with professional theatre makers or theatre academics to develop your performances? What?
Filmmaker?
Theatre, did you engage with professional theatre makers or theatre academics to develop your performances?
Oh, I am a professional actor, and I studied while I was doing geology, also the theatre academy and the stuff. So I bring a bit of that part inside the group. But yeah, we look forward also maybe in the future to develop a bigger project, maybe with directors and other professionals in arts.
I thought it was a really excellent presentation. I really enjoyed how you talked about at the beginning this idea that you're not just trying to communicate facts, but rather you're trying to establish dialogue. I wonder, and I know it's at the beginning stages of the evaluation, but I wonder anecdotally if you could tell us about some of the conversations that have maybe taken, has it facilitated conversation, like after the performance, because they've been able to take part of that rather than just being a one-way direction?
Yeah, this is regarding the project.
Yeah, we did.
It was a very small project with the school. We didn't really have time to see what was the consequences of our impact. We just carried out this survey online. But in the future, we would like to carry on this survey also before and after the show. This would be an option to see the impact of the performance. And when possible, to create a dialogue. Yeah.
I have one question. Do you see, because it's quite dependent at the moment, it seems like, on expertise in theatre, and you guys are obviously very comfortable on stage. Do you see this as something which could be transposed to other science institutes with their communication departments or other schools where teachers can get involved in this?
Yes, we really definitely look forward to yes, for this. Yes, we don't use just one theatre language, but also we look forward to use other languages except beyond theatre. This can be videos or whatever, and at the same time also space to perform. That can be whatever, and also yes, using this to teach, coach, maybe professor or
yeah, we're actually all at the same time scientists, so we do it in the free time. So maybe in the future it can be developed and grow so much that we can think about doing it.
And you're doing it in your free time as well, so that deserves another round of applause. So thank you so much.